The seven secrets they left out of Think and Grow Rich. You know this book, right? Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. Classic. I've been reading this book for over 15 years, but guess what? There's secrets that they had to leave out of this book because this book was published, oh my God, in like the 1940s, 1950s. They couldn't talk about things the way we talk about it today. Like today, we can just go no holds barred. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, my name is Sean Ali. Welcome back to another one. Let's get straight into it. Cut all the BS, cut all the fluff. There's enough fluff out there in the world of the internet and social media. I'm not here for that. Neither are you. Here's the shocking truth. Napoleon Hill knew some of this stuff, but he couldn't publish it. Because back in the days, you had to be very, very, what you put in books, what you could say out in the public had to be very guarded, put it like that. That's why I remember hearing stories that one of the original copies of this book, Think and Grow Rich, they couldn't even publish it. It just wasn't mainstream. It was too mystical, too magical. So let's peel it back. Like what are those secrets, right? Let's figure this out here. So look, inside of the book, the 13 steps of thinking grow rich, they're good, but they're basic. They're really, really basic, okay? Like some of the stuff that we're going to get into right now is the theta wave technology. Let's get into that. Oh, but let's go back here. Look at this. Auto suggestion. There's a chapter in this book called auto suggestion, but guess what? That was a lie because without what we're going to get into today, it doesn't even work. That's why people are repeating affirmations for years and it doesn't do nothing for them because oh my god, it just doesn't work. Think about this again, right? Auto suggestion means you're going to tell yourself things. You're going to suggest automatically to yourself, but affirmations they don't work like that. Check this out. Why you should trust me or don't, I really don't care. My name is Sean Ali. I grew up in poverty in Canada. I then transformed my life completely thanks to this book. This book did teach me a lot. I'm not against the book. I'm just saying there's things they left out and I had to figure it out for myself. But from that experience of growing up in Canada in poverty, I then completely transformed my life. I make tons of money. I live in Panama in the beach. I'm just living my dream life 100%. This is not about me though. So, secret number one, let's get straight into it. Your brain is sabotaging you. This is what I was saying affirmations, right? When you say, I want money, I'm successful, oh, I'm a millionaire, all these things, right? But you don't even believe it. Instantly, what's happening is your subconscious hears the opposite. Your subconscious will hear the opposite of what you're affirming, right? It's an instant failure. It doesn't work like that. Let me give you the fix. Let me put this book down. Let me put my glasses on. The fix. The fix is instead of saying, I want money, I'm rich, say this: I am wealthy and money owes me. Stop saying I will. That's future broke energy. The present is all that matters. Present tense only, or you stay broke. When you talk about things in the future, it doesn't work like that. Secret number two: your childhood trauma equals a broke adulthood. Oh my God. Don't get mad at me, okay? I'm just a messenger. But your money ceiling, what is a money ceiling? It means, you're typically earning the same amount of money month after month, year after year. Probably you notice like you barely ever make more. Probably you make less most of the time and you just can't blast through, right? It's called a money ceiling. And your money ceiling was set before age 7. How? Is because before age 7, your brain is constantly in the theta wave. It's in the theta state of it's called the theta state. It's a brainwave. And in that state, you're constantly absorbing and recording programs from your parents, your family, whatever's going on around you. You're just recording that into your mind. So when your parents used to tell you, oh, money doesn't grow on trees, money's hard, oh, they got it better than us, whatever you heard as a kid, you just downloaded all that into your mind. That's why your adulthood is very similar to your childhood because you're running on autopilot sabotage. Listen, 95% of the actions that you're taking today is based on what you learned as a kid. It's not your fault, but if you don't start to rewrite it now, then you'll never change it. I've seen adults in their 60s and 70s who've been living the exact same life for 40, 50 years. They haven't been able to change anything, even though they have desires. Why? Because the programs are so set in stone. Secret number three, the mastermind is a trap. Listen, the mastermind is a principle in the chapter in Think and Grow Rich. That only works after you have destroyed the inner bitch that's inside of all of us. Inside of all of us, there's that little that monkey mind that wants to tell you things about yourself that's not true, but that's the program that you have, right? And if you secretly feel undeserving, like if you see rich people and you know you want to get there, but you just feel there, whatever it is that you feel, you're constantly going to repel those type of contacts and relationships and people. That's why the mastermind is really powerful if you can get around a very successful group of people, men or women, and you are also on that wave, on that frequency. But if you're below it and you're vibrating at like lack or jealousy or not enough, whatever it is, it's not gonna do much good for you. So how do you get this in check? Your internal program has to be in check before you go to the masterminds. And trust me, I've done the mastermind. I started traveling around Texas, Chicago, New York, California, all over the states when I was in my early 20s. I was going to all these network marketing events and internet marketing. And that was at the same time when I started to rethink and grow rich, and I was reprogramming my mind. So I was interacting with these millionaires. This is before I ever made $1 million myself on the internet. I was interacting with these guys. So I was downloading that frequency, but there was so many other people in those events that I just couldn't even talk to them, to the millionaires at the time, because their frequency was way too low. Hopefully that makes sense for you. The cheat code that they banned. Listen, here's the cheat code. If you want the cheat code, I'm gonna give it to you. The theta state. The theta brainwave state is the back door to your soul. And if you want to go even deeper than that, listen to the theta state, like audios, when you're sleeping. I'll talk more about that at a later date, but that's exactly what I've done to get myself into these dreamy experiences. This is in Aruba or Curacao. This is in Curacao. I did like a few months in Curacao with my family. I did a 5-star experience for all of us. I took my parents, I paid for the whole thing. And that's because I've done this programming on myself for so many years now. Secret number four, Napoleon Hill didn't know about this one. Listen, like Napoleon Hill used to say the affirmations, affirm to yourself. Yeah, that's great. But typically people will do that and go fall asleep, and they'll fall asleep with the same programming, broke. And they wake up with the same programming, broke. Listen, if you fall asleep broke, you can wake up with a new money brain. How? It's theta. You got to start listening to the theta. Look, I'm gonna share something with you at the end of this, but I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's theta. The brainwave you want to put your brain in is theta. It's hypnosis on steroids, and it's powerful when you listen to it right as you drift off into sleep. So Napoleon Hill, he talked about autosuggestion. That was for amateurs. The real work is done in theta while you're sleeping. Secret number five, your brain isn't evil, it's just stupid. And society, they've done this on purpose. They dumb the people down on purpose. I've seen it all my life. I looked around like, why are these people just not there in there? Why are they so stupid? It's because society, everything is designed to dumb you down if you're not aware of it. Listen, money blocks. There's real money blocks that are inside of you right now. What is that? It's your brain trying to protect you. It's like your own secret little guard. You have a secret guard, like a security guard, that's trying to protect you, even though you say you want to be a rich millionaire. Your own internal programs block it. Listen, when you were a kid, when you grew up, if money used to cause fights in your house, your nervous system thinks wealth will get you killed. I know it sounds extreme, but it's just the way it is. Like, you want something so much, but you don't have it because your own program is repelling it. Crazy, but that's how it is. Here's a statement to start the rewiring process. Money makes me safe, and wealth is my birthright. Oh my God, that's powerful. Here's one of my screenshots of one day. Check this out. So this is one of my best days in my business online. We did $156,000 in 24 hours in that one day. And look, stuff like this happens when you remove all the money blocks. There's no way I could have got to these type of results when I was much younger in my process and my journey. I was full of blocks just like you are. but I removed all my blocks going through this process, and I was able to just completely transform my life in many ways. Secret number 6: stop grinding like a loser. Persistence, which is a chapter in Think and Grow Rich, persistence without internal reset is exhaustion. People are grinding, grinding, working, 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 getting nowhere. I mean, that's just exhaustion. That's not persisting on anything. Napoleon Hill forgot to mention that persist from a new identity. That makes a lot more sense. You can keep persisting on your work when you're operating from a new identity. Come on now. This is powerful stuff, you guys. Listen, the room you're in is either making you rich or keeping you poor. These are some of my mentors I've had in my journey. Russell Brunson, he built $100 million company called ClickFunnels. Here's Les Brown. He's one of the world's most famous motivational speakers. I mean, these are classic guys. I got to spend a lot of time with them. I'm grateful for that. Listen, if you hang with losers, you're going to lose. If you hang with legends, you level up. Simple. Secret number 7: books are dead. Listen, books, like I'm a book guy. I have a library downstairs, tons of books. I am not spending my time reading books these days. I read a little bit, maybe a couple pages a day at most, and that's it. I'm working, I'm visualizing, I'm building my dreams, I'm living my dreams. I'm not reading books all day. Look, Think and Grow Rich is the map, but audio hypnosis is a Ferrari. If you want to sit reading a map all day long for the rest of your life, you'll never ever change your life like that. If you want to start living the Ferrari lifestyle, I mean, I'm not saying you're going to start living in start buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis. I'm just saying it's just an expression. If you want to live that life that you dream of, you got to get into audio hypnosis. What am I talking about? I developed hypnotic meditations. Go to the link right here, hypnoticmeditations.ai. I'll put the link down below in the description, by the way. By the way, subscribe, comment, like, share all these, share this out. Come on. You know you love this. If you want more, let me know. But I'm saying if you want to taste, if you want an experience of audio hypnosis, click that link, hypnoticmeditations.ai. I built this for you because, first of all, I built this for me. And then I started to share this with other people. And we've had over 100,000 people go through this already. People love it. That's why all I do is share this with people now. Here's me and my wife in Panama. And look, I got to these experiences in life because of I've done this work on myself, you guys. So look, let's end this video off on this note. Down below in the comments, write one phrase that about money that your parents always used to say. Put it down below. Tomorrow, I'm going to keep dropping more videos just like this. There's the 8 money blocks that's coming. You guys, let me know if you want more. If you like this, comment, let me know. My name is Sean Ali. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye for now.